Alright, this is the Radioditty DB-25G GMRS radio, and I got it, I don't know, 6 months ago, and I finally got it installed in the car and got it paired with an antenna. I got the Nagoya 200C 38.5 inch GMRS radio, or I'm sorry, antenna, and it pairs pretty nicely finally when everything gets figured out. I got it off of Amazon for about 50 bucks, maybe $48. We'll go through this real quick just in case anybody has any issues with their DB-25G. There's not a ton of videos out there for it, and I'd like to just kind of share my scenario with anybody that's trying to look for a video. So we'll go ahead and get it powered on. What's cool about this radio is you can customize the back screen color to like 6 different colors, the font colors, all kinds of, when it transceives, receives, you can change the color. You can't change the color of that, of the microphone and the buttons. This is what gets weird about this radio. There's a lot of people, and I think the even website on Radioditty says you can program this radio manually. I could not. It just wouldn't save right. It just got all weird. My radio was an open box, so I'm thinking maybe it was a return or a display model or something. When I got it, it was absolutely brand new. It had the screen protector on it and all that, but when I went to go try to program this radio, it just manually, it just wasn't having it. And so I got in contact with Radioditty customer support. Their customer service is pretty darn good. They reply same day, and they ran me through the motions of what to try. I tried everything that they suggested, and then they said, oh, by the way, you cannot program this radio manually. It's only supported by software. So they sent me the software in an email. I don't know, my computer's junk, so the software wouldn't even run to install, but their website says Chirp compatible to program, so I have Chirp. I tried to program it 3 different times on Chirp, and it would go in, and I would see 2 different things, which kind of got weird. Is you got tone and you got tone squelch. So I did everything tone squelch. I could transceive out broadcast, but I couldn't. It would light up saying I was receiving. No noise, no nothing. It was very odd and very tricky to program this radio. And so quite a few people in the Oklahoma GMRS club or on my local repeater, which is with the Arrow OKC, a lot of them were check your squelch, check your tones, check your offset. I was literally FaceTiming my wife while she had another handheld GMRS radio, and that's how I was able to know that they were responding back to my calls. They could get it, but they couldn't. I couldn't hear them reply. It was, like I said, it was just the weirdest thing. I know there were some batches of these radios in the very beginning in like 2021, 2022, where you couldn't program them, but mine never would have an error. It would just, every time I'd load up the channels I programmed on Chirp, channel 31, which was the OKC repeater, it would keep going back to like a default setting I'd manually changed or programmed. And so I thought that was really weird. So I pretty much just selected the menu options and did a reset. When I did a reset, it looked like nothing happened. All the channels were still there, listed, but I connected it back to Chirp. I went to, there's an option on Chirp where you can pretty much bring up all your local repeaters from Repeater Book, and I copied and pasted all those just the way it showed up, and pasted it on the new Chirp file and downloaded it to the radio, and it works fantastic. I'll click here and you can you'll get the kickback from our repeater. And so, you know, you can change the font colors, you can change the background color. It's awesome. So it just kicked over to the east OKC. That's about 30-40 miles from me. See, and now it goes back. I was originally selected the OKC. I've got it set up on Chirp. You can have it set up to where you can monitor and scan all 4 channels at once, or 2 or 3 or just 1. It's pretty cool. There's some options on this radio that's just, I don't know what they do, but you've got your basics as well, your CTS code or tones, and then show you guys something else which took me a minute to figure out. So your channel names, you can change them. So CAMDF, that's the first channel, that's channel A. CBMDF is the second channel, channel B. CC, of course, is channel C, the third channel. And then CD is the 4th channel. This right here, it was a little weird, is you can change it to frequency, name, or channel. Of course, I have it like that. So, to be honest with you, these radios can be a little tricky. Since I bought an open box, Radioditty wouldn't really let me send it back, but I almost got the DB-20 because of all the reviews, but I just went ahead and kept at this one, and finally got it to work, because you can program this one just a little bit more, make it your, so you can, these are all the colors you can change right here, and there's some stuff on here that is just, don't even know, you can delete, you know, you got your offset. On Chirp, which gets kind of weird, on Chirp, the offset is programmed, but when you go to your channel, it's not going to show the offset. Don't let that fool you. If you programmed it on Chirp or the other Radioditty software, then it'll time out. Don't worry about that. You can edit the time on, like, more settings on Chirp. You can set at the time of when the backlight or the option menu closes. You can change how long you can broadcast out before you time out. So just keep that in mind. I hope this video helps. Sorry for the glare. I hope this video helps. I will also, when I got this radio, the first 2 channels, channel A and channel B, they were set in frequencies. I would try to use the microphone or the handheld microphone to change it to channel or name, and it absolutely just wouldn't do it until I hit the VM button, and it switched it over. So like I said, this video is just for anybody that gets this radio and has issues of trying to manually program it, and just seeing like what you guys can do. I mean, it took me 2 days to figure this out. Again, anybody on the Oklahoma City repeater channel, if you guys are one of those that was listening and trying to help me out on my call sign, which is WSCD 565, I appreciate that help. It was a little time consuming, a little frustrating, but after I got everything programmed, everybody says that my audio was very nice, very clear. And so yeah, I'll keep this on my YouTube in case anybody has any questions. I'll try to help you guys out the best I can. Okay, thanks guys.